Hi, guys. This is for my fiery friends, and this is going to be a romance focused fire sign forecast for the week of February 1st through February the 7th. This week carries a bright and buzzy energy that's perfect for connection, curiosity, and shaking up old romantic patterns, especially for the fire signs. We're moving through an early Aquarius season, which brings fresh perspectives, unexpected conversations, and a strong desire for authenticity and love. The moon builds momentum throughout the week, encouraging emotional expression and brave romantic moves. Translation: this is not the week to play it safe or pretend you don't care. Whether you're single, dating, partnered, or somewhere in between, the cosmos is asking fire signs to lead with truth, passion, and just a touch of courage. Now let's break it down. Sign by sign, starting with Aries, of course. Aries, your romance forecast for this week, February the 1st through 7th, is quite powerful. Your love life, and I say quietly, because the magic isn't in grand gestures at first, it's in conversations, realizations, and emotional honesty. That's where you get that depth. This week begins when you're feeling more reflective than usual about romance. You may catch yourself thinking about where you've been, who you've loved, and most importantly, what patterns you're done repeating. This isn't about regret, it's about clarity. Early in the week, there's a strong emphasis on friendship energy in romantic life. If you're single, someone may catch your attention, not because of instant fireworks, but because they get you. They listen, they laugh with you, they feel mentally stimulating. So don't underestimate that spark. It has staying power. Now, if you're dating or in a relationship, this is a fantastic week to reconnect as friends, flirting through humor, shared memories, or spontaneous plans. That reignites the passion faster than trying to force a serious talk, even though those talks may come more naturally when you're having that free flow feeling. And midweek brings a notable shift. Your confidence strengthens, you're no longer second guessing whether you're too much. Instead, you're realizing that the right person doesn't want you smaller, they want you fully expressive. This is an excellent time for honest conversations about expectations, redefining boundaries in love, and letting someone know you're interested, even if it's casually. Romantically, Aries, you're learning that vulnerability doesn't weaken your power, it refines it. And towards the end of the week, passion ramps up. You may feel bolder about initiating contact, planning a date, or making the first move. If there's been sexual tension lingering with someone, this is when it surfaces, possibly all at once. One word of advice though: don't rush the emotional process just because you feel energized. Let things unfold. The right connections will meet you halfway. Now, Aries' mantra for the week, I want you to listen. I lead with honesty and love meets me there. Okay? Now for the Leos. Now, Leo, romance is front and center for you this week. And honestly, the spotlight feels well deserved with your snow moon this Sunday. The Aquarius season lights up your relationship zone, which means other people are acting as mirrors for your desires, needs, and unspoken feelings. Love isn't happening in a vacuum right now. It's happening through interaction, response, and reflection. Now, if you're single, this is a prime week for attraction. People are noticing you, not just for your charisma, but for your originality. Someone may be drawn to you because you're not trying to impress, you're just being yourself. That authenticity is magnetic. You might also feel torn between two romantic impulses: wanting excitement and chemistry, and wanting emotional safety and consistency. The good news: this week suggests you don't have to choose. You can have both. All you need to do is communicate clearly. So, for those Leos in relationships, this is a week of renegotiation. In the best sense, you and your partner may talk about future plans, shared goals, or even how to keep that spark alive in practical ways. Romance isn't just about passion right now, it's about teamwork. Now, the midweek energy supports date nights with intention, honest but loving check ins, and a rebalancing effort between you and your partner. If something's been bothering you lately, this is the week to say it with warmth instead of drama. You'll be surprised how well it lands. Emotionally, you're craving reassurance, but also independence. The key is not seeing those desires as opposites. The right romantic dynamic allows you to shine and feel supported. By the weekend, there's a playful and flirty tone in the air. Expect more compliments, more attention, and possibly a spontaneous romantic moment that reminds you why love is supposed to be fun. Now, just remember, Leo, you don't have to perform for love. You're already enough. And so, the Leo mantra for the week is I allow love to meet me as an equal. Now, for the Sagittarius, Sagittarius for this week brings moments to your love life, mentality, emotionally, and possibly physically. Things are happening to you in all ways. You're craving stimulation. Routine romance won't cut it right now. You want conversations that go somewhere, dates that feel like an adventure, and connections that expand your worldview. Now, if you're single, this is a great week to meet someone through conversation, online, through friends, or during a short trip or event. Attraction sparks fast when there's shared curiosity or humor. You may feel drawn to someone who thinks differently than you, and that contrast is part of the appeal. Now, for those in relationships, this week highlights communication. You and your partner may discuss future plans, travel dreams, or new experiences you want to share together. This is an ideal time to shake up routines and try something new, even if it's small. Emotionally, you're learning that freedom in love doesn't mean distance, it means choice. You want to be with someone because you want to be, not because you feel obligated. Now, midweek is going to bring a lot of clarity around romance. If you've been unsure about someone, your feelings are going to become clearer. Not necessarily louder, but more grounded in clarity. Okay? And by the end of the week, passion builds through shared excitement. Laughing together, learning together, or planning something fun that reignites that desire. Sexual chemistry benefits from emotional openness. Now, talking about what you want brings you closer. One caution though, avoid brushing off deeper feelings with humor. If something truly matters to you, vulnerability doesn't trap you, it deepens the connection. So, the Sagittarius mantra for the week is love expands me when I speak my truth. Okay? And so, for the fire signs this week, it's all about connection with intention. Romance isn't just happening to you, it's responding to the energy you put out. Be honest, be curious, be brave enough to show up as yourself. The universe is listening, and love is paying attention. Until next time, keep your hearts open and your fire burning bright. I'll see you guys in the next video.